again. Now it's been a while, but we finally had our maiden voyage. Is that what they call it? With the 17B here. And we went from Titusville, Florida, all the way up to Mount Washington, Kentucky with my Kia Sorento pulling it. And these two dogs, which have been very good puppies. The Kia Sorento is only supposed to pull up to 3,500, and that thing was pretty loaded down with all of our stuff. So I'm pretty sure it probably surpassed that 3,500, but it was a champ. It did great. The brakes around town are kind of iffy. Gets on Jason's nerves. It feels like the camper's going to go into his rear end, but
Bluetooth.
but it did really good. You know, in Tennessee, there's those ups and downs, those hills. We kind of got down to 45 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour a couple times, but it made it. So if you have to pull with something that's rated 3,500 towing capacity, it'll probably get it.
You don't want to do it for long. You don't want to get it. That better not be your permanent solution, but it got us from Florida to Georgia, and then from Georgia to Tennessee, and then from Tennessee to Mount Washington, Kentucky.
Yes, we stopped quite a few times, like every 2 hours, just to give the Sorento a break, just to make sure we weren't like totally killing the transmission, but also expect to get about 10 miles to the gallon. It was really rough on the gas. So normally Jason's truck gets a lot less than my Sorento, but he was at 1/4 of a tank and I was still above 3/4 of a tank. So it was really rough. Anyway, the main reason for our delay in videos, we've been kind of stressed that we don't really have a place to live other than this. We thought we would be okay for a few months, just living in the camper, but just knowing that we don't have a place to go to if we need an actual house, it's been kind of stressful on us. So we've been doing a lot of praying, been doing a lot of searching. We've got a realtor in Tennessee, Zach Browning. He's awesome. And he's been helping us out. So we've been looking at a couple of places. Hopefully soon we'll have something that we can actually go to. But the 17B, again, it's really small.
And some of the places you park it is even smaller.
We're super close to my mother-in-law's fence here, but we did fit in their backyard. Logan and Jason had to use it as a COVID quarantine capsule. And it's been helpful for that. We're glad we had it, even though Logan just had fever for 2 days and kind of felt flu-like for a couple of days. He's doing real good now. So luckily it was real nice to us. Nobody else has it or had it that we know of, and great. So yeah, here we are with what we thought was going to be a great adventure. And it has proved to be quite more stressful than we thought. But it's still fun. We're getting a lot of family time in, and I'm enjoying it.
I actually enjoy the campsites. The Georgia one was great. The Tennessee one was the best one so far with the lake. If we could have actually just sat there and enjoyed it instead of having to rush to the next day to the next town, I think we'd have been a lot happier with that experience.
We were a little high-strung at the Tennessee campground, so we all didn't really get to enjoy it. But the kids and Jason got to go down to the lake, and the dogs stuck their noses in it, and apparently they're real bougie and they're too good for a lake. So, you know. But here we are, and we'll try to keep up with videos, even though we don't plan to be here as long as we originally thought. We do plan to take some vacations with these things, go to some state parks on the weekends or whatever, because again, we're going to be living in Tennessee. There's plenty of parks and camping places and just things to do. That
I really like that lake, so we might just go every few weekends down to the, what was it, Cherokee Dam Lake?
Cherokee Dam State Park
Yeah,
or something,
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was quiet, with the exception of our neighbor. She was a real loud country woman, but
Oh yeah, I forgot about her yelling at her kid about wearing his dad's swimming trunks.
you run into some of those, but it's fun. It's entertaining. It's kind of like people watching at Walmart, you know.
Favorite thing.
And so yeah, I guess we'll see you next time.
Love y'all.